what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a Renaissance starter. My mind divine.
It's week 8 of the NFL, and we'll see the man back from retirement, Tom Brady. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Lions and the Dolphins, next on Madden Football.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Dolphins in our ball game here. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a man in his 23rd NFL season. Still doing it at age 45, Tom Brady. And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. And boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6. The numbers for Williams a week ago. 17 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
Brady's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To throw is Brady. A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. Pulling a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Brady going to throw. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Down to about the 22 here. The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, partner, we've watched as they reach 2 wins, 3 wins, 4, and then 5. And we kept questioning each week, how long can they keep this streak going? This team is rolling, and having someone like this who can really set the tone for your offense week in and week out is a big part of why they've been unbeatable as of late.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They run here with Singletary, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Wilson. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. To throw is Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 27, Brady. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Finding Pickett, and the ball is knocked out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive, and of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now the 4th-round pick out of Georgia, Zamir White. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Dolphins at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high, just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games, because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum, because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Caught on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Singletary again. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really pulling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Williams. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Tressway now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Caught by Marshall. He's got it for a Dolphins touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady, middle of the field to Jefferson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another big play and another Lion 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. The tackle for loss goes to Eric Kendricks. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Brady. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Dolphins' 44-yard line.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Brady to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That one goes for 24 yards. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Meanwhile, Brady's throw is caught here by Anderson. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Brady now on third and goal. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This from 32 yards away. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room. Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. Already enjoying a two-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw pulled in by Marshall. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Dancing to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time. And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner. From the 25 on second down, Brady. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Brady now on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. The quick slant caught. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Singletary again. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Second until it's prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down and keep the sticks moving. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Show that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Zamir White with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that.
Singletary loses it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call. You get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an intercept, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Brady. Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now Wilson on first down. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Ford Field. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. They'll run on first down with Singletary, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. They'll run for it. This is White. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. This is caught. Touchdown! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Brady now on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Brady to throw again. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. And a loose football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now Brady got to have this one. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Brady again. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So out now come the Lions. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Now Brady to try again after the pick-6. And he'll just get rid of it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's got this to Pickens. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Again, it's Brady. Finding Pickens for another catch. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point up and through, and that will cut this lead down to 25. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Miami set to take over. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak.
Wilson wants to throw it. They'll roll him out right.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And quickly, they get to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Out to the right and complete to Pittman.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football